That's nice. Good morning. Did you bring back the solvent? But listen, this ain't a race. Don't try to be quick and break everything to pieces. Okay, it's smooth enough. Now you can move that. You should be able to rock back behind it here. Hey, before you go in there, get that cocoa lumber right there.
Wait a minute.
No, just that one short one there. Yeah, yeah. Just bring it over here. Let's put it in behind here. Move over. There you go. There you go. That's what I'm trying to do right there. That's it right there. So anyway, we'll make a short block. You see like that block leaning in the corner? We'll make a block stand like that just to hold them on until we get it wedged back. Yeah. So, no. Once we get it all tight and start pouring crete, it fixes itself. Bro. Okay, bro. While he's pushing down on it, shake the form like this. Not like you're trying to hold the baby. Yeah. There you go. Now lift up on it. Hey. Shake, but not break. It took a long time to make. My daddy always said, shake it, but don't break it. It took the Lord a long time to make it. Why is there a nail there? Is that a nail or a screw? Nail. Well, then pull the nail out. You're supposed to already done that, Junior. Junior Mott. I know McDonald's has a Big Mac, but do they have a little Mac or a Mott? What's that for? What's that for? You're just gonna break my form. What? Man, I forgot to hit the record button, but I tell you what. Up means down, left means right, right means shoot to the sky. Oh my goodness. What's they say, Mel? Lost in translation.
Wait, nose blood. What you said?
I don't want them to destroy the form. Somebody already grabbed it. First thing this morning, see the top of a form over there broke. And he's just going to grab it as hard as he could and yank the holy heck out of it. Yeah, that one right there. You see the guilty party. Rip the whole top off the form. Man. It's reusable, not abusable. Yep. And see, Joel's doing it right. You got to chip that little small pieces of slag that creeps in little gaps there. And then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to pull one end out and leave the other end in. But if y'all want to see what a nice tank that is now. Yeah. And see, the difference is if I had just done this hollow block, to get it smooth like that, they would spend hours and hours and hours mixing cement, throwing rendering on the wall, trying to smooth the render, and it'll still be so porous, it'll always weep water. But now it is a ready finish right there when we pull the form. Speaking about looking great, what's up, Daisy Duke? Huh? What's up, Daisy Duke? Got them Daisy Dukes on. But just shake it fast. See? Not no try to crack it into stuff. There you go. Okay, there's no, y'all might as well just stop. Don't do nothing. We need to figure out how high. We need to cut some short pieces of bamboo. We still need to use this, so don't waste this. And we're gonna be ready to lift it. Bring it up just a little bit more. Is that 4 foot there? 4 foot? Come down just a little bit. Maybe to about the height of a hollow block up there. How tall is a hollow block? So add 8 above that hollow block over there. Okay.
You think so long?
I'm just amazed that Miller's head's more slick than the cement. So guys here now, they're chipping out the hollow block to where we're going to have the pipes coming in from the roof, from the drains, going into the tank. And then we're going to make catch basins right in here to catch that water and kind of clean it some before it goes into the tank. It'll catch a lot of debris. They have a way they do it here. I'm just going to let them do it their native way. There's different designs on that, but I think a catch basin with the area that I have the work in here right now is going to be the best way. So going to work on that and get everything laid out where the pipes are going to go in before we move the forms up. Get all that chipping done and out of the way. Then over here, we're going to have a 4-inch pipe going out. And that is going to go actually over to where I'm building that fish pond. One of the battles I'm having right now is them trying to use so much brute force with these forms. And of course you're wanting to reuse the form. I don't think they're used to reusing anything because they just rip it apart. Lift up. Nope. Now you go again. It's just your foot. Now listen. Here we go again. We're only going to try to get one end out, not both at the same time. Just one end, which one looks easier. They'll try to be yanking both ends at the same time. There you go. Yeah, shake it. It's okay. Shake it fast. But don't try to bend it and break it though.
Shake it, not break it.
That's right. See? See? See, now only this end. Only this end, not both ends.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll try to bring it straight backwards and wedge it.
Shake it.
Shake it down there again. You're just going to break that little small crete away from it. Yeah. Now you're ready to pick up. Just pick it up. Hey, just pick up. You're ready. Go up.
Are you ready to grab on? Shake it, not break it. 1, 2, 3. Smile.
Hey, look here. Again, Mike, you're squeezing it in the corner. Pull it back. They try to keep making it go in direct. Yep. There you go. I think his end needs to go higher. And yeah, we can just level it in the pour. It's okay. Put it in one corner first. All the way up. Go up, 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 up before you try to wedge it. Up before you try to wedge it. A little more. Go higher. Yeah, because we got to get above the part where King Kong tried to escape.
Where's the brown rock in Kong?
Yeah. Yeah, knock it in tight right there. Find where they fit. No, they fit there. All right, hand him the drill. Just put it up there. I think it's one of these short blocks right here. Remember, put one corner in and then swing it around. Because there's a piece of cocoa lumber sticking out where it's not supposed to be. You gotta get it the other angle. Yeah, that's why that shouldn't be there. However, they ended up there. That's why I have these cut. That's why those are cut straight back. And then someone put one sticking out. No good. And that's a fine example of why you leave those blocks short like that. See? See there? There you go. There you got it right there. It's okay. It can stay just like that. Just this top, we got extra form. It doesn't have to be perfect. And there it is. If y'all were experienced with that, that would have took probably 10 minutes to raise up, put in place, and back. But you're learning. That's part of trying to learn. Another reason I wanted to do this tank before we went back to working on the house is to get everybody back in tune to dealing with these forms. It's like a refreshing course. So then we're on something important like these walls. I want it perfect. This side window right here, as you come around the end like he's coming around now, I wanted a landscaping area here, curves right out in front of that window, kind of large, join up to this tank, and then there'll be landscaping behind the tank as well down through here. And when we're done, the top of this tank will just incorporate and look just like a normal part of the patio down through here. Of course, it'll have 2 manholes to go in it for work and access and cleaning and all. See, once they figure it out, it just takes only minutes. So they made up a mix on this bonding joint right here that's grout, which is Portland and the Sahara, the waterproofing, mixed in with it, with no stone. Nothing in it. It's Portland and the waterproofing there to bond that joint really good.